Today is currently Tuesday, December 16th. It is 1:45 in the morning. I'm recording my podcast because I need to vent. I need to get some things off my chest. I apologize in advance if I'm talking low, but everyone else in the house is sleeping. Decided to duck off in my office. And man, I am exhausted. I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. Normally I would record my podcast a couple days ahead of time. I've just been having issues with just being a father, husband, provider. At 12:46 tonight, my pipes and plumbing decided that it wanted to back up and flood the basement. Gave me, this isn't the first time. It's actually the third issue in 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, there's that. And there's nothing you can do about it at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've already contacted the plumber and they'll be out first thing in the morning. But man, I can't tell you how tired I am. How to have so much on your plate and feel like, you're just drowning. Like the weight of the world is just like sitting on your shoulders. It's like so much pressure that comes just society, and then the pressure I put on myself, wanting to fix everything and wanting everything to be just right. When things go wrong, it goes wrong. Lately, I haven't been able to rest. This past month, really, it's just like you take a step forward, or I feel like I've taken a step forward and 10 steps back. An entrepreneur and business owner, and I'm running. That's been a whirlwind here lately, man. My email provider pretty much did me dirty, and I had to pretty much figure that entire thing out and find another provider all on the weekend when I should have been relaxing. I am looking for a new email provider because we had to keep things running, had to keep things flowing and open. We went just about a day without stuff working properly. That's been a headache, being a father, it's not easy. It's not for the weak, but I love my kids. I love my wife, and my wife has been such a great support, and she's so amazing, but being a man, sometimes you just want to fix everything. And then when you can't, you feel defeated. You feel like, you failed. Like, I wish I can do everything all at once, all the time. And I know that's not realistic. That's not the way we are programmed, designed. That's not life. It's not realistic. Mm-hmm. But I can't help, again, but feel just defeated. It's like 1 minute things are, for the most part, running smooth, and the next minute everything falls apart. And if I'm being honest, I feel like things have been falling apart for the better of a month. I just haven't been able to relax. Just been stressed and just trying to keep a poker face for the family. Don't want them worrying about me. I don't want my wife worrying about me. I do communicate and tell her when certain things are bothering me, but I haven't been able to rest and just let stuff go like I normally would. Like, I made a thread tonight or this morning, and it's just like, man, I can show you it's one of those breakthroughs, one of those blessings right now. Trying my best, and I'm having a hard time coming to grips that I am just human. That I can't do everything all the time. I can't fix everything. And I'm only one person. Forgive me, I know, like, I normally try to come on here more put together and look the part, but my lips might be a little ashy, face might be a little dry, you hear me? But this is raw, this is real, this is me. This is me. I'm just getting some stuff off my chest. I haven't been in therapy for a while, and I feel like I probably should get back and go back, just to process things, because I don't know why I haven't been able like to rest. I felt restless here lately. It's so much social pressure being a man, because society tells you gotta be macho, you gotta be tough all the time, you hear me? But too, like, just being a husband and a father, I don't want to let them down. So I carry everything. I'm always on guard, always looking out, want to make everybody happy. I feel like that's my purpose, that's my goal, to make sure my family's safe, secure, and they happy. So I try not to let them see me just down and out and just feeling But I have been able to identify and communicate with my wife, here lately, that I just feel like things are off. I feel my energy's off. I feel more stressed and tense just about everything. The holidays are coming up. Christmas is around the corner, and thank God all of that's taken care of, but family's coming in town tomorrow, and I have to figure out how everything's going to work with plumbing. It'll get done, it'll get paid for, and all of that good things. It's just a matter of them finding a problem, coming up with a solution, fixing it, and hopefully in a reasonable time frame. And then that's the cost. I'm not telling how much it'll cost, but again, thank God it'll get taken care of. But it's hard out here. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes I just want to relax without worry, and I feel like I can't. I feel like I have to always be on guard, because I'm the first line of defense in any situation when it comes to my family, and I will do anything and everything to make sure that they're good. So if that means me sacrificing peace, if that means me not enjoying certain things as much as I probably would like to, because I would rather see them enjoy it, be happy, that makes me happy. But if that means I kind of take that from myself, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Going out in public, or going to events, and always having your head on a swivel, always looking for the next sight of danger. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And that's just one of the things that comes with the territory of being a husband, being a father, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love them with everything. It's just been so much pressure, and it's not pressure that nobody else has necessarily put on me, but it's the pressure that I've put on myself. It's the the things I'm choosing essentially to carry because I don't necessarily know how to let them go. It's the weight of the world with everything that's going on in this country and not being able to do anything really about it. Watching Black people, Black Americans specifically, literally be just dragged every which way possible in this country across social media. You know, the good sister Jasmine Crockett is running for Senate, and just watching how people are just tearing her down. It's the reason why we're in this position now as a country, because, you know, folks just couldn't vote for the Black woman with a silly laugh. You know, but it's like you watching other people go through things, people not being able to pay bills and, you know, get Christmas gifts, put food on the table during this time. And it kind of makes me sit back and like, man, my problem's not that big, right? You know, and I almost feel guilty and upset with myself for complaining, for feeling how I feel about what I've been dealing with, because I'm like, man, like, it's not as bad as other people. And I think there's enough space to acknowledge both. I think there's, you know, two things can be true at the same time. You know, things aren't that bad on my end, you know, but it is something, and I don't want to take that away from me, you know. But man, it's like just looking at Black women, how many Black women have lost their jobs this year, and watching those sisters continue to strive and continue to make a way and find a way, like, they just simply amazing, man. You know, and just trying to navigate all of this, man, it's so much. It's so much. You don't know who's essentially a good guy, who's the enemy, because it all comes down to who you vote for, right? Like, that's the times we're living in. There's no more like getting along and having a difference of opinion from political parties. Like, if you voted for what's currently happening, what's going on in this country, like, you're not good people. And it's like navigating this world without a clear indication. How I just always assume the worst, like, that person voted for the guy in office, and like, here we are, you know, because you really don't know. And it's like, I want to kiki and laugh and be in community and cahoots with people who don't value other people's humanity. It's like that weight is so much, you know. Okay, it's like you losing one guy, you know, she's like that. That's just somebody I would trust. Somebody that so it's like the weight of the world, everything that goes outside, my own issues within myself, and then just trying to balance. You know, I know I'm rambling. I'm not expecting much to come from this figure, but this is my thoughts. And this is, I believe, episode 101. And it's like, I filmed episode 100 of my podcast last week, and it didn't feel right. It was a very short video. And I know the podcast name was A Quick Little Word, but it was a very short video, like 10 minutes or less. And I just didn't feel what should have been a joyous, happy moment, a happy time. I just didn't have it in me. It's like the energy just was depleted. Like, my spirit was just like crushed. Like, you know, I had a whole idea of how I wanted 100 episodes to be, you know, party hats and stuff and games. I had it all mapped out in my head. I didn't pull a trigger on it because I just wasn't it just didn't feel right. You know, I had a whole rollout of how I wanted to celebrate across all social media platforms, you know, because it was something I wanted to be proud of, and I am still proud of it. But my spirit wasn't in it, my energy wasn't in it. And it was just kind of like I just put out what I had. And I feel like I took that away from myself. But I also do acknowledge that I'm obviously dealing with something. And that's okay to deal with that. But, you know, 100 episodes is a lot. I'm proud of it. You know, I'm not the biggest podcast. I'm not the biggest YouTube channel. I'm proud of what I've built and what I'm continuing and striving to continue to build. You know, I just wanted that moment to be special, and I didn't celebrate it because I felt like, again, spirit energy is wasn't in it. What are we celebrating? You know, and that's that. But that's just been the way things have been here lately. Just out of it, you know, checked out. But I'm not depressed or anything like that. With a man going through it. Just a brother trying to figure it out. Thinking that I'm Iron Man and I'm one of the Avengers, and well, all of the Avengers for that matter. And it's like when I realize that some things are out of my control, it just makes me feel bad. Like that I couldn't just go down to the basement and fix the entire plumbing thing at 12:46 at night. You know, it's just one of those things. It's like you don't wanna let the people around you down, but at the same time you don't want to let yourself down. But you are letting yourself down, and I feel like that's what I'm doing. I feel like I'm letting me down in so many ways. You know, I have been doing good with my goals, striving to try to get in shape and get healthy and get this weight off. And I've lost to this point now. I've lost about 20 pounds, which I'm proud of, but these last few weeks I've struggled because of everything else. It's been kind of hard to focus on making sure I'm exercising and having a proper nutrition. I ain't been pigging out. I ain't been doing bad. I just haven't been doing what I need to do. Because, like, everything is going on. It's like, you know, gotta be present for when people come to fix things and look at things and, you know, cooking, cleaning, making sure the family's straight. Make sure the wife's needs are met. And again, my wife is amazing, man. Like, she really does try to make sure I'm good spiritually, emotionally, every aspect. She really checks in and try to make sure I'm good and I'm taken care of, you know, and I allow her to do that. I just feel like I want to be the only person that does it in our relationship, in our marriage. So it's been kind of hard for me to like just let it go completely. I don't want her worrying about me. You know what I mean? I don't want my kids to see me sad and just down, you know? It's like I have a running list, 2 phones, and a running list of things that have to get accomplished and things that get done, a to-do list, essentially. And, man, like, I'm off 3 things off and add 16 more, you know? But even in the times of rest, like, you know, I'm not resting, and that's a problem. You know, my wife told me over the weekend, she's like, hey, look, deal with the business Monday. She's like, deal with that Monday. And I'm like, okay. She was like, so relax, rest. And I couldn't. I had to deal with the business. I, I couldn't just keep still and not do anything because I want to fix everything all the time. I want things to run smoothly all the time in every aspect of my life. I want to control everything. And it's not realistic. It's just not. And letting go of that, coming to that understanding and coming to that is tough. It's hard, you know. And I'm grateful for my support, again, my wife and my family. But it's a lot sometimes. And sometimes, you don't want to complain because you don't want to burden people. I've had that issue in the past, and not so much now, but still burden people. I don't want people worrying about me like that. You're like, I got it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to figure it out. And that's what it's been these past few weeks with dealing with all the issues that have come up with the business and the house. It's like, I got it. I'm going to figure it out. And it is currently now 2:07 a.m. And the plumbers will be here about 8 o'clock-ish. But I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest. I couldn't turn it off. I just couldn't turn my mind off because I feel like part of me feel like everything that's happening is my fault, and I know it's not. I know some things are completely out of my control. I've been praying and I've been struggling with that because it's like I've been praying, but it just seems like things are getting worse. It seems like the more I pray, the more things, roadblocks get thrown my way. You hear me? And that's why I say I can really use one of those breakthroughs and one of those blessings right about now. Because it's tough. It's tough. And the pressure of being a man, especially in today's age, that comes from society. They tell me all the time, oh, you're good, we fine, and everything. She's very supportive of everything and always speaking life and being positive. We try to feed into each other, but sometimes and I just feel like sometimes those prayers just and I know there's people out there who don't believe and have their own belief system and stuff like that, but I'm a prayer. I'm a prayer, and I've been praying, man, but it's been hard here lately for you, boy. Just trying to figure it out, not understanding a lot of things, and I know, everything ain't meant to be understood, but man, it's so hard trying to keep everything together, because you pray, you go to church, you try to do right by people, and that's something I've been struggling with. It's like I pray, I try to treat everybody right, I try to do right by people, and I just feel like constantly getting the short end of the stick, and I feel like evil is winning in this world. It's hard to stay focused and be positive with so much going on. Yeah, man, that's just my truth, and that's just the real raw video. Normally, I have my topic on what I want to talk about, and I have a script laid out. I have all my points and things I want to talk about, the topics I want to talk about. When I do my podcast, I really try to put my effort into it to make sure it's something of good quality. And, tonight just not one of those nights, man. It's just raw, it's real. It's no script. I don't have no points, nothing. I didn't write anything out like I usually do. I just had to put this off my chest. So, thank you for tuning in to another episode of a quick little word podcast, raw edition, I guess. Especially 2:11 in the morning on Tuesday, December 16th. So yeah, man. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who may need to see this. And if you wanna stay connected with your boy, again, subscribe, but also check out the clothing brand Facience.com. That'll be linked in the descriptions. Get you something nice, man. Get your t-shirt, a hoodie, sweatshirt, a little bit of everything. Go check your boy out. It's my brand. It's a very positive brand for those unapologetic, confident people. Whether you there or you're working on it. So, yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And till next time, peace, love, and happiness.